Welcome back to the city of Ezurum, which is the host of the World Mixed Double Championship 2012. Our future game in the Ezurum Arena tonight will be the quarterfinal between Sweden and Canada. My name is Andrew Olvag. I'm joined by the lovely Sarah Carlson.
Thank you, Sander. We see the lineup here for Canada: Dean Hickey, Chantel Eberly, and their coach Jim Waite.
And Sweden's lineup will be Per Norén and Camilla Johansson with coach Lars Berg. Canada will be playing the Yellowstones, Sweden the red, and it's Sweden to have hammer in this first end of the quarterfinal.
Yeah, so that means that Canada will go first. See Chantel Eberly getting ready in the hack there. So we have a question in Sander on Twitter that I think we could do maybe straight away, as we see Chantel Eberly sliding out from the hack there, looking to make the freeze.
Coming down.
And it's how important are the last stone draws in the draw shot challenge in an event like this?
Well, apparently it has quite a bit to say because Scotland's ranked ahead of Canada in the final standings because they have a better draw shot, and Scotland's lost 2 games. Canada's won all their games. Basically what they do is you rank your team on a win-loss basis within your group, and then all the winners of the groups will be ranked according to a T draw.
So that's why Canada's playing Sweden. And here you see Per Norén.
Just making an observation that I think Chantel Eberly started playing the game before the umpire said she could. All the other sheets were waiting for a call from the umpire, but I don't think it will matter too much.
No. So Per Norén puts this in the top 12. Certainly looks like it's in a very usable position. Hangs a little bit wide there, but that just means that it's something that Sweden without problem can tap up.
Yeah, I can't really see the inside of it, and kind of don't really want to comment to the inside of it either. Leaves it there for tap up for Sweden.
And this means that Canada needs to go around on the in-turn side. So you get a first look here at Dean Hickey. Caught a lot of curl there. Takes the guard, and Sweden can now draw the same turn again. Set 3. Looking for this quite high up in the house, which would make it quite difficult for Canada. Camilla Johansson from Gävle.
Var med. Upp lite. Var med. Japp, japp. Fortsätt på den här. Fortsätt. Kom igen, kom igen, kom igen. Räcker. Han låg kvar.
Takes a guard, not with a bad result. That's been in behind the yellow.
You like that?
Is Camilla sounding a bit sick?
Well, she's had this cough all week.
What do you want to do?
And she said that she's
like
feeling okay. It's just a cough. So
this is okay.
we saw her play some really good curling while coughing earlier in the week, so I think she should be fine. since Sweden are lying 3 and they do have hammer. Canada gonna try and remove some reds.
Yeah. Hard! Whoa. That's good, Dean.
Sorry,
That's
Shannon.
good. Nice shot.
Gets the 1. Sweden still sitting 2. That yellow isn't in a bad position for Canada though. They do have a few stones there that can now be tapped or raced onto the reds.
Seems like Sweden's just going to play another draw here. Trying to get off to a good start. Might be lying 3 here if Camilla can get this one by the guard.
Almost there?
Just going to cut the guard here. And has opened a little gap there for Canada.
After this.
Yeah.
You want to hit it or draw? This is pretty nice if you can. Or this. That's hard again, isn't it?
Ah, for the roll? No. I got all the plus about that, hey?
Okay.
I don't think I want to throw any less than, I'll throw normal this time, hey?
Okay.
So here's Dean Hickey for Canada looking to get through the gap.
Fuck.
Hard, Dean.
Jesus Christ. Oh,
This one really tight.
God. Sorry, Shanny.
Yeah,
Slide here.
struggling
Right up
a
the
little
center
bit. Dean Hickey.
Slid right up the center line on you.
Dean Hickey, who
Sorry,
played
girl.
lead for
Good
Saskatchewan
God.
side Joel Jordison back at the Briar in 2009. He was the victim of Glenn Howard's amazing ricochet double or treble or what it was. If anyone remembers that amazing shot at the Briar.
The one that we've all seen on YouTube.
Yeah, you might just see Dean Hickey in the background there. He also won the Sportsmanship Award that year, the Ross Harstone Sportsmanship Award. So, I guess he's a nice guy. After talking to him, surely seems like a nice guy.
So Sweden now gonna try and draw it to the wing to split the wings and split the ring and still sit 3. Hits this one to Carl though.
Yeah, really had to wait for line there, and we'll get it in the back of the tee to split the rings up.
Just sweep it back, make sure that you don't leave a double.
I know.
Yeah, certainly no easy double on here now.
I don't mind tapping, Shanny.
It's pretty
Just gonna play a tap up on the yellow.
No, it's not moving a whole bunch.
It's quite a difficult shot to make. It's quite the long tap here. I think what you don't want to do is be too heavy here. If you don't catch the line perfectly, you don't want to squeeze it out in the open. Just play maybe a back 4-8 at max.
Yeah, if you don't get perfect line, you still want to leave the stone that you race up in a second shot position somewhere so that Sweden at least have to make a play at it. Might force some sort of mistake.
It's a hard shot to make without your sweepers. It's easy to overthrow.
It looks really close though.
Sweeping up for 8. And he's gonna get to a second shot, I think. Really nice from Chantel Eberle. and
Perfect, right there.
has left the
Probably
gap,
just
but
left it a little bit longer,
doesn't
right?
look too bad.
It's hard to say, I know.
No, there's definitely no picnic just removing that yellow.
Is there any way to
Jag
squeeze
spelade
this
den
one
lite
out for
hårdare,
4,
för jag
or
tyckte han ska
will
hålla.
you
Ja.
Om vi spelar så här.
grab one of your own?
I think you might need to be prepared for one of the reds, at least one of the reds going, but that would be fine for Sweden. Just don't want to push it on and lock it on the shot stone. So Panoren looking to find nose or just a tiny bit on the inside here.
You can easily spill 2 reds, depending a bit on how that yellow will act. Last stone of the first end for Panoren.
Hey!
Want to score 3 here.
Oh,
And
sorry.
that was the double at the back I was kind of worrying about. But has scored 2.
2 red.
I'm not sure how easy it was to score 3 there. Chantal Eberle
Att de skulle
made a really important tap up there, so Sweden with only the 2 points after one end. Makes a bit of a difference, doesn't it? 2 points rather than 4.
Yes, of course, but still, 2 points are still 2 points. You'd rather have 2 than 1,
Or none.
or none. Well, that was always the risk with playing that shot, so you just want to make sure that you get your deuce. And think, as always, if you can get 2, that's a good thing, and if you get more, it's a bonus. So we will now see Canada with hammer, which means that Panoren is going to throw the first draw of the second end. Again, looking for the button.
Yeah! Yeah!
Hjälp!
Per maybe needing some help from his wife, Camilla, to drag this one all the way down. That's a good shot there, top of the 4.
Yeah, it doesn't get the freeze,
lite
but
lös. Ja,
definitely
det var
not bad.
You have to give me a bit more.
I like to see him trying to utilize the sweeping. At least we haven't seen too many players sweeping it all the way down to make the shot.
Do you think that's a good thing?
Yeah, your line's
I
not
think it's a
bad,
good
Shaggy.
thing, unless
How's the
maybe
Pretty
Pat is
good.
feeling a bit sick
Got
as
a
he
little
has
bit
this
of room
week,
right
and
now.
might just
Where are you?
make it
There's
worse
a
for
place
him.
back here somewhere, hey?
Yeah, it is.
But talking curling wise,
No, no, don't touch it. It's
Curling wise, you know, I think you should try and utilize the sweeping. It's there for a reason.
Can't
definitely
chance.
going to help them more to sit top of the 4 foot
Can get it.
It'll be fine.
than back of the 12 foot.
I
Yeah,
have my foot all the way down. I can't.
Chantal could probably learn from Pat. She's missed a couple of shots now. If I remember correctly, she put her first stone all the way through the house, that first end.
Yes, you do remember that correctly.
All the way 10 minutes back.
I'm impressed, Sander. So Camilla looking to lock another one on there. Like to sit just on top of the one that Per just placed.
Ja, jag vet inte. Nu börjar det bli risky.
It's not getting the angle here. Really need to curl a bit more.
Det är bra fart på
But
mig.
good call to
Kanske kan
maybe
minska lite ändå.
leave it a bit high.
Efter att gå dem tight nu så.
But still, Canada can see
A little more.
a lot of that red. See, Dean Hickey can almost see all of it. I can play just a double split.
Sure.
Bumper?
Yeah, it's fine.
You have to try to get close to the guard.
So it'd be really nice for Dean if he could come up almost shot, almost nose to this top red. That would also leave his shooter hanging in a really nice position.
Just gets by the guard. Clips the second red ever so slightly there.
I don't know how we didn't clip that.
You hear them just having a bit of a laugh there. Didn't think that it was possible to overcurl that shot.
No, neither did I.
Thought maybe if you just got past the guard, you'd be fine, but has left a red stone at the top of the fort.
Bara dit!
So again, Sweden really utilising their sweeping. Won't really be enough this time though, as they wreck on the guard. Maybe even, don't know if it's any good for Canada to go through that gap.
Seemed to be a bit more of a line problem there for Sweden than a weight problem.
Certainly don't want to struggle with both.
Is that back yellow?
Can't really struggle with one of them.
Yeah.
You need both.
Yeah, that is true.
Usually.
We could peel the guard, but we'd probably jam on the other red, hey?
Wow. You probably do this, which is not good.
Not really.
We need this side. We don't need that side.
Okay.
So just gonna take one of the guards off here. Do that just fine.
Yeah, played lead at the Briar in 2009, but played second for the Canadian mixed team, which won the gold this year. Chantel was playing third, so they were playing the lead and fourth of their Canadian mixed team.
Do you think that makes a difference, Sander, how you get your teams? I mean, in Sweden we did have national qualifiers with that actually played mixed doubles. Is it a difference rather than Canada, who picked 2 players out of their winning mixed team?
Well, obviously you'll get a bit more experience as you're playing a couple of more mixed doubles games before heading into the championship. But the Canadians had to play that kind of a couple of playoff matches against their friends, so they played it a little bit, I think. But mixed doubles isn't that different to Canadian style curling, is it? A lot of freezes and taps and angles. You would expect the Canadians to be good at this.
Yes, and they are.
Yep. Won all their games so far.
Yeah, hard, Dean. Whoa. Whoa. No, I just wanted to draw around the corner, and then
So it is a swingy spot in the ice there.
Well, if they don't guard it, right.
Canada with 2 stones in the house. Sweden sitting short at the moment.
Bara normal.
Yeah.
Sweden want to sit 2 here. Try and make sure that Canada can't score more than 1, so they're going to remove this yellow on the 8-foot. They just hit this on the nose. There shouldn't be a double. Maybe they like a little roll in to make sure that the guard is in the way of removing both reds.
Good play there. And
Men jag tänkte, ligger han kvar så
Canada
finns det chans.
has, there's only one option here, and that's to either play a tap on the shot stone or just play a nose hit. And I think they've elected to play the hit here. So Chantal Eberle with the last stone of the second end. Just looking for a nose hit to score
You're in out with it, Chan.
her 1.
How's your line?
No.
And she's looking pretty wide with it.
No. Forget it.
And she's just going to pick off one of the reds, and Sweden steals a point, and they will lead this game 3 shots to nothing after 2 ends. I'm afraid I kind of jinxed Chantal there in my mind, because I just remember her playing an open hit for 1 in a previous game early on, and she missed that one wide as well.
Okay, so if we win a good game, we need to start thinking about players making the shots.
I guess so.
I think we are in for a good game either way. Maybe, you know, Chantal did see a couple of Dean stones really curling down that spot, so I guess it's easy to just give it that little bit extra weight or push with your hand. Leaves it hanging a bit wide.
Yeah, and we do have a couple of other games going on. Obviously, in the quarterfinals, you'll have 4 games. So there's 3 others apart from this. Would you like to give us an update maybe on the scores out there in the curling arena?
I would absolutely love to. On sheet A, China is playing USA. China got 1 in the first, but the Americans came back and took a third, so the score there after 2 ends is USA 3, China 1. Switzerland have a 2-point lead on Estonia after first end. They're also set up pretty nicely here in the second. And on sheet E, Austria is leading Scotland 3 shots to nothing after 2 ends as well.
Yeah.
And there you see the shot that we've seen Per Norén been so good at all week, locking it on to the one in the house.
You're just a bit wide.
So Chantal Eberle from Canada needs to find her draw weight here and follow.
We're way out there.
Yeah, it's been heavy 2 times.
It's getting better.
She played that really nice tap though in the first end, but apart from that, she struggled.
Hard. Try to keep an angle on it. Hard.
Just to
Hard.
find a good one here.
Looks like she has.
A little angle on it. Good shot.
It's a pretty good shot there by Chantal.
Got it, girl.
She's picked up
Good
her
shot.
game.
So spoke a little bit with the Swedish coach the other day about what their tactic discussions have been, and he did say he thought guards were a little bit underestimated in mixed doubles curling, so we're going to see Sweden put one up here. See
Bra linje.
the female
Det är
player for
alltså
Sweden, Camilla
fullt
Johansson. She
alltså.
plays stones 2, 3 and
Låt
4.
bara stanna.
Nej, 12 alla.
Den är nästan emot den här. Inte ett drag.
12.
Inte ett drag.
I don't think this will be a guard.
Ja, bra. Den
Slips into the top 12 foot, still not in a bad position.
lite själv.
I think we've seen when teams play that perfect freeze, I think we've seen them guard it up because it's so hard to move it, and you only have 5 stones to play, so certainly not a
I
bad
don't
call.
mind that.
And the Canada only has 2 stones in there, and you
Sort of
have
like
to
a 9,
remove
10.
the back when
Yeah.
if they're going to play some type of run back. And Dean Hickey looks like he's going to come to the face of this red with some heavy weight and just clip that top yellow in the house onto the red Swedish shot stone. Not too much weight though, just a
Yeah, a
controlled.
little firm.
Yep. Whoa.
So maybe just looking to move things around
Oh.
rather
That's
than
more than 90.
spill everything.
Okay.
Still not too bad there.
Probably
Oh, definitely
12,
not.
eh?
Nice to
Yeah.
get that
about a 12.
That's all right.
lock on freeze.
Yeah, left
Away.
a double on too, and he left a shooter in the house as well. So 3 yellows in there. Canada has a double off the wide red. Alright, Sweden's just going to play a freeze, I think.
Var med.
Ja, den är där.
Var med. Var med. Nej, ingenting. Ja! Nej, nej, nej. Nej, nej.
Love to find the inside of this
Ja,
yellow.
bra, Camilla. Det är
Just
bra.
gets to the nose.
Jag tänkte de
Tiny
hade
little
fått
tap.
lite bra nu.
Ja.
Även om de gör den här nu så den där är en jättebra saver.
You tap this a little bit. Push it behind here.
There's no double there off the wing, is there?
Well, yeah, but you also can go right there. You like that?
I think that back red one's hurting us. Your call. I don't mind the freeze either. Whatever.
So I think they're
You want it firm?
they will play a double. Don't really mind this call. Certainly gives you a chance to score a big house.
Whoa, yeah! Whoa, yeah! Hard!
Ah.
So a nice double there, but
thicker
probably would have
is
liked
to
to cut a
spin
bit
over a bit,
thicker
yeah.
and maybe just roll up a bit. Left a little pocket for Sweden. But again, you're lying 4 yellows. There's only that one lonely red in there for Sweden.
Frågan om vi inte ska spela och trycka den lite.
Okay.
Alltså den här farten.
Ja.
Japp! Japp! Get it! Get it! Get it! Rent! Japp! Rent!
Find some really good line here.
Ja, jättebra Camilla.
Removes one of the yellow. To sit for second and third shot at the moment.
Jättebra.
It's back for.
Okay.
So Need to find the same line here. Try and get to the nose of the red that was just played by Camilla.
Prov, 7-8.
Okay, wrong.
8.
Whoa.
8.
So we hear Dean Hickey calling 8. What does that mean, Sarah?
That would mean that the weight of the stone is to the
Good shot.
back forefoot. I know in our team we use
Shoot.
the zones 1 to 10. So as soon as you come into the house, it's 4, 5, 6. Tee line will be 7, and then 8, 9, 10.
I och för sig då, om vi petar den hit är helt okej. Kan de verkligen göra någonting då?
Canada still sitting 1. Sweden looking at bumping up their red one there onto the short stone.
En tryckning antingen
Alltså
rakt
om vi
eller
trycker
vitt.
den här i samma fart som din, ligger vi kvar här.
Ja.
Vi spelar bara för att trycka den lite grann mot den här.
Ja.
Det är så här att de kan ju runda den och trycka den här.
Ja.
Så egentligen så ska vi trycka den hit.
Ja,
Jag tror att det är lite mindre nu då.
sådär.
Do you think Sweden's actually sitting 1? Just discussing where is the absolute optimal place to put the red that they're going to tap up. Canada will have an opportunity on the in-turn side.
Bra knackfart!
Ja, det är bra riktning. Du knackar den rakt eller? Ja. Wow. Bra.
So finds
lite
back
hård
of
då.
the button there.
Vet att jag släppt den så hade det blivit
Wonder if they would have, with that weight, would have
Nej,
liked it to
men
curl a
alltså
little
då
bit more and
trycker vi
bounce
ner
off the
den här.
yellow.
Yeah, I thought that was the option there, but maybe just a little miss of communication there. Still sitting quite good though, flying shot, and
You don't want to nose our yellow because then we're not second shot.
We're not, well. I'd hate to just touch it, hey?
Well, I guess we could throw the intern just tap. This we could end up losing our second shot, right?
I think we can make it for 2.
Well, then we can make this for 2.
No, make this for 2.
Oh, yeah.
Totally agree. Same throw I had.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to have to throw a little more weight. Not much, though.
Well, this is where I gave you.
Okay, we cleared the guard by
Just.
Do we
yeah,
just
we'll
get by?
definitely say that this
Right
tap
on.
up's
right there,
for 2.
Shani?
Yeah.
Okay. Just throw it an 8, hey?
Such a huge swing on the ice here. Just need to throw the correct weight. If you're a bit heavy, it's not going to curl as much.
Sounds awful. Hey, has he got like asthma on top or just bad cough? Hey, oh.
So everyone's coughing on this sheet now. It's good to see the teams having a laugh and chatting through the game, even though it is a World Championship quarterfinal.
I'm glad we're sitting a few feet away from the sheet here. Wouldn't like us to, catch the cold here.
Okay, your line's not bad.
Just be coughing all day then.
That'd be terrible. Here's the last stone of the third end.
But you're heavy.
Heavy's not good here.
Heavy, Shan. We
It's
probably
not
got
gonna
10.
catch enough curl if you're heavy.
10.
Looking close. But it's not gonna make it. And this does look like Sweden's gonna pick up another steal here. So after 3 ends, it's Sweden with 4 points. Canada yet to
Probably
score.
10 or 11,
Oh, I
hey?
know. I can't find it. So
It's all right.
And because we're in the playoffs, we're definitely going to try and keep you
Get
a
that.
little bit more
That's rock on
updated
top.
today on the other sheets. On sheet A, USA currently leading China 4-1. Switzerland with a 2-1 lead over Estonia on sheet B. And finally on sheet E, Scotland picked up a 2 in the third end, so the score there is Austria 3, Scotland 2.
Would you say it's a bit sad to see either Canada or Sweden having to go out in this competition?
Well, yes. Canada and Sweden are both really, really big curling nations, and in pretty much all of the big tournaments they are contenders for the medals.
Yeah, both women juniors, men juniors, men's and women's, and yeah. Seem to have a lot of good players over there, Sarah.
I like to think so, since I'm a Swedish curler. However, in mixed doubles, neither Sweden or Canada have been very successful internationally. So
Jag tänkte jag ville låta han gå lite. Jag tyckte
It's been Switzerland kind of dominating for a couple of years.
Okay, your line's maybe a whisker tight, but I think we're going to be good.
Panorin
Line's good, Shanny.
feel pretty confident with it
You
first.
need help?
Come
You got
around
no line
freeze.
at all. No, it's coming. It's coming. Go, go, go.
So far, he's definitely ahead of his opponent, Chantal Eberly,
Whoa, can't bounce.
with a setup and last shots.
Whoa. That's good.
I think you just overswept that one.
Yeah, really good weight. If she could just have curled a little
Just gotta
bit more,
tighten it
that
up a bit more, I guess.
Wow.
would have been absolutely perfect.
We're not
Yeah,
getting
even
any
with that
freeze.
line, you'd be better off
Bara
a
hit.
foot higher. It would be harder for Sweden to come to the inside.
Okej, men bara hit.
Ja.
And usually if you don't sweep, you'll catch a bit more curl as well.
Yeah, so Sweden are looking for the inside freeze on this yellow just played by Canada.
Vill gärna hålla igång han.
Ja. Lång är den.
Nej då, den är dit.
Ja, var med. Jag måste curla lite. Curla massvis.
Okej, den är precis
Curla
dit.
massvis.
Kan vara kortare.
Nej, ingenting.
Doesn't really find the line.
Jag kanske lite
Ends up
grann.
freezing the outside.
Fan.
Yes! Where?
6, 7.
Okay.
7.
Can we tap it?
Yeah, a little.
Cool. Oh, now we're on the yellow.
That's garbage.
Shot.
Hickey not too happy with the result here. Although they have 3 yellows in there, the angles aren't really working out for them. And Sweden's looking to play a takeout. Camilla certainly has been good with those this week.
Det är normal.
Ingenting. Var med.
We're looking to maybe get 2 yellows here. I think we were. Couldn't quite spell that second yellow there at the back, but goals on top here.
Ja, bra.
And behind the center guard, so a really nice shot by Camilla.
this.
Fighting top four.
Okay. About the same. How's the line?
A lot line.
7.
Back here.
So
Oh, you
it
can get
looks
it there if
like
you want it there.
Well, I don't know if we want it behind the red though.
Dean put a little bit too much weight on this, and it'll also
Keep it in low.
hang a bit high.
Just
No curl at all. There's nothing. Absolutely nothing. 2 feet straight.
Sits for a second
Oh, I
shot,
still got a
but
shot left.
not in a great position. It's quite easily removed. Sweden just need to make sure that they're not setting up a double here.
Ingenting.
Den är lite fel satt här.
Ingenting.
Den är lite...
Ingenting. Ja, det är jättebra. Jag ville chansa på en chans. Bra.
jag tyckte det gick ut lite för mycket. Och
Ja, nej, men det är nästan bättre att
Gets a
släppa,
little
för
roll
då
out,
kommer de
which
att få curlen.
It's quite good, especially since
Då
it
får den curlen.
outcounts the yellow one at the back 8 foot that you see there on the left side of your screen.
What kind of weight, Jan?
like back 8.
So
Okay.
Canada now
You gotta move
choosing to
through.
come down the outturn side. Gonna try and tap this around a little bit.
Probably a touch firm.
Yep. High! No.
I guess the weight was perfect.
Struggles to find the line.
I was gonna say something too. That side's been curling. Hey.
Well, I had enough eggs to say nice as going that way.
I know.
We're
it's
seeing
just-
just another guard here from Sweden.
Hur lång är den?
Ja, det är bra. Han är rätt så nära, men
Ja, det är bra linje. Bra linje. Bara stanna tror jag. Nej, kör. Kör. Kom igen!
That's
Pat.
pretty much a perfect guard from Pat.
ja, bra.
And Sweden lying shot. And I do believe
Let's run it.
it's going to be
I
hard
can't
for
see this doing much either side.
Canada to score more
They're
than
playing the
one
out at it?
here.
It's probably the straighter turn of the
Shot
boat.
for
We're staying
one.
away from the center line.
Is even quite
Okay.
difficult.
I don't think. Okay.
Well, you can throw the end too, Shannon. It don't matter to me.
They're
So-
gonna make a run back for one here.
Yeah,
Yeah, right on the nuts, pretty good.
don't have to catch too much of that top red in the house there.
No, I'd say they basically just need to make contact to score.
So Canada really needs to score in this end here. The 4 down, can't afford to give up another steal. Chantel Eberly gotta make this one run back. Last one of the 4th end. And it might be over curling. And it has. And it's gonna be Third steal in a row for Sweden. After 4 ends, Sweden dominating this game. 5 shots to nothing. And we're going to take a look at the other scores as our teams head into the halftime break. Sarah?
Yes, on sheet A, USA stole 2 in the fourth end. They're currently leading China 6 shots to 1. Switzerland scored 3 in the third end. They are up on Estonia 5 shots to 1. And Austria got 3 in the fourth. They are leading that game 6 shots to 2. As you see our line scores here in the feature game. Sweden leading Canada 5 shots to nothing. And with that we head into the halftime break. And we will be back in a couple of minutes with some more exciting curling. So welcome that back to this quarterfinal of the World Mixed Doubles Curling Championship. Coming to you live from Erzurum, Turkey. Our feature game between Canada and Sweden. Sweden currently leading 5 shots to nothing. Sander, what do you have to say so far about the game?
It's Canada's been struggling and Sweden's been playing quite well. That's about it, I guess. Canada really needs to just, I don't know, start focusing a bit more, not let their emotions get the best of them, and just start having a bit more fun maybe out there. Make some shots and try to back each other up a little bit. Try to get back in this game. Still mixed doubles. I would say that this game is still quite open. Got four more ends to go. If you'll take a look at it in the arena, you see threes all over. So it's certainly not over yet, I believe, Sarah.
No, how much of the score that we have seen is a reason, like, it's because of the first stones, the one that Per just played right there.
Per has just been unbelievable with these shots. He's been all week, and certainly bringing his A game for the quarterfinals here. These shots are so important. If you make that, it's going to be so hard for your opponent to set up a good end. And Chantel is
shouldn't be much issue right now. You're out there.
she's been starting to play a bit better the last couple of ends, but Pat is just still kind of outplaying her.
Okay, hard.
Jeez.
And this time she's going to pull up short, I think. So,
Okay.
really needed to make that shot, not just for them to sit good in the house, but maybe just get a bit more inspiration, maybe motivation. What's the best thing for you when you're down at half time and you come out and start playing? I'm not sure if that happens with you, but
Well, it has happened.
okay.
I rely a lot on my teammates just to keep the communication, and I think the body language. Make sure that you know, stand straight up and talk about everything, and maybe not over smile and get overly positive. You still have to fight and be serious, but make sure that you know, keep your spirits up and help each other in the best way that you can. So you saw Camilla Johansson there for Sweden. She'll find that top 12 foot.
Almost got a
So
tap,
that's a really good shot for Sweden. Really makes it more difficult for Canada to come in, at least on the out-turn side. So now looking for a pretty long tap here if they want to get that yellow into the 4 foot.
Yeah, difficult shot for Dean Hickey. Can't really miss this shot by much.
Yep.
So really need to sweep here. The 44-year-old software analyst from Regina, Saskatchewan, and he's going to overcurl and.
Don't know what to tell you.
Sweden still looking quite good here.
So we had a comment in on Twitter. It's not as much of a question, but it says if Sweden steals again, Canada should give them hammer.
Well, you have the option. If you want to have hammer or not.
Come up.
I think we've seen most teams take the hammer when they can. Certainly an advantage, but when Per Noren's just making those freezes, it makes it difficult. But I think it's just I think you just need to make up a couple more shots. That's it. Just Sweden's outplaying them at the moment.
Yeah, I think so too. Most teams definitely would like to keep hammer, and it is an advantage, but it's good to know that you actually can choose rather than the hammer automatically going to the one that didn't score in the last end.
Well,
So you see Camilla come in
might jingle us a couple of corners, so
and make it quite difficult for Canada now. They're going to need to peel some stones away.
Yeah, when you only have 3 stones left here, you don't really want to be wasting one on peeling guards. But if you ever want to score 2 here, you certainly need to open things up. It's just getting quite awful at the moment for the Canadians. And,
oh, Shanny, whoa, 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 whoa.
Done a good job here. He's even spilled the yellow into the house. So
Shocking.
chance for Canada,
Lite kortare va?
but still that good freeze in there makes it so difficult. I think the first shot of the ends this week, they've mostly been heavy and tapped that yellow a bit more back in the house, just allowing more space for the team with hammer. But certainly playing that dead freeze is doing so much for Sweden. And Camilla also just been playing really good.
And even if you don't get to freeze and you sit top 4 foot, it's definitely going to make your opponent struggle more than if you tap the stone back too far.
Ja, håll rent.
Kan vara lite längre.
Ja, stanna då.
So looking for a good guard here. Looks like it's a little bit heavy. Comes into the rings, line's quite good.
Yeah, but maybe Dean Hickey can play this double here.
How much weight, Chan?
And
Oh, you gotta throw lots, eh?
stick the shooter in the house to
Can
lie to.
Can we squirt
And
it
you
in the rings?
heard
Yeah, we can.
Chantel yelling that you're going to throw lots.
I'll just throw
When
peel.
Dean asked how much weight.
Peel weight is called. That would be well, as heavy as it can in a controlled manner. So Dean Hickey looking to spill a couple of reds. And he's overcurled this one, but looks a bit better for them.
And he gets rid of the backing and
I did too when I
gets
threw it. I thought
another
we
one,
had a chance to
another
hit
yellow
it.
into the house.
En take för 3 för dem nu.
Ja.
Det är om vi ska spela här så här.
Ja.
Sweden don't want to leave Canada a shot for 3.
Alltså grejen med den här med att spela mjuk, det är att vi kan ju faktiskt vicka innan bättre.
Ja.
Eller hur?
Ja.
Om du spelar så här då.
Spela så, försöka bara vicka upp
Ja,
skott. Eller...
vara normal.
Ja.
Målet är att vicka så här.
Ja.
Ligger han kvar då, det går väl att...
So 2 options here. The most important thing is to remove the yellow, and then they would like to roll up to the center line and guard their shot stone, but they're going to put the weight down a little bit, so if they will also have the option to roll all the way into the house to set 2.
Yeah, I don't think Paranoren's going to play this with too much weight. Just try to control it a little bit.
Ja. Nej!
Either to roll in front of the shot stone or into the house for second shot. I think it's going to be option B, but will it roll too far? Yes, it will. So after a good shot by Dean Hickey, although over curling, ended up with a good result, and I believe it's an open hit for 2.
Control.
Chance for Canada to get back in the
Whatever,
game.
Ken.
We saw Chantel Eberle miss her her first open nose hit in what was the second end, I believe.
It's spun back up this much. Oh, yeah.
Really needs to make it this time, and she's gonna play the out turn. Last shot she missed was an in turn, so a better chance of making it playing the out turn maybe.
It's always good if you know that you've got one hand that you're more accurate with than the other. Try and play it as often as you can.
Last stone of the 5th for Chantel Eberle. Not the hardest shot in the world, but certainly really important. Needs to find a nose hit to score 2. But this time she's going to over curl, and it's only going to be a score of 1 for Canada.
One yellow, guys.
First score for the Canadians. So after 5 ends, Sweden leading 5 shots to 1. and the game might just be slipping away for the Canadians.
Okay, just didn't get
Yes,
out to the
and
stick.
on the other
It just
sheets,
didn't get out to the stick. Hey.
USA keeps stealing on China. They're now up 7-1. Switzerland are leading Estonia 5-2. And we will keep you updated very soon as Scotland's just playing their last shot against Austria.
Might look like a steal for the Austrians there.
Yeah, that will take them to a 7-2 lead. So none of the quarterfinals really very close. Do you think we're seeing some playoff nerves out there?
It might be. Certainly, the Canadians haven't been playing as well as they have all week. Won all of their games, but maybe just pressure
How's your weight,
getting
Jen?
to him a
Pretty
little bit,
good.
You're out there. Line's not terrible. No.
or
line's
maybe
not
just
bad.
your opponent's just bringing the A game for the quarters, making it a bit more difficult.
Still got room.
Holy moly.
All right, that's pretty good.
And Chantal's not gonna find the shot that we see Parnoren make so many times. And this
Eventuellt
makes a
att trycka
huge
den
difference.
lite.
It's a lot easier for
Ja.
Sweden.
Dit är bra.
Ja.
Yeah, Sweden like to get to have some separation in between stones now. They're 4 shots up and with hammer. Basically just want to make sure that they have a chance of scoring one. That obviously being as there's no real point in
Knacka lite.
blanking mixed doubles curling, since that means you lose the choice of hammer anyway. So
Trycker lite.
Ja.
scoring is always the better option.
Kom igen.
Nej.
It's a little tap and a little roll sits on the button.
What kind of weight, Shan?
This T-line.
Okay. Can we take just a hair more?
So Dean Hickey looking to find the nose here.
Probably a 7.
You got room. Lots of room.
7.
Yep, yep. Oh. Hard.
Not sure what happened to that.
Comes up a little bit short. Still not in a bad position, but Sweden still sitting 2. And playing the scoreboard a little bit here, they're just going to remove the back yellow.
Rent. Var rent. Var rent. Bra Camilla.
Okej, vart den lite hård igen?
Ja. kan jag
Does
lugnt
that
säga.
to set 3.
Just line.
Yeah.
Line 8.
You gotta go line. Okay, you're heavy.
Or
or
8.
what? Oh. Okay.
Well, that one ran like the first one I
There's
thought was going to
Jim
run.
Waite
I thought
coach for Canada. The man with so many gold medals you can't even count.
He can't even count them himself, Sander. I asked him. He probably could, but he doesn't know them all by just. Do you say by heart? Or by head?
Yeah, he's been coaching teams to a lot of gold medals up through the years, but might be looking difficult for them to get one here at Canada, as we see the Swedish coach.
Lars Berg, not with quite the many medals as the Canadian coach, but he was national coach of the Swedish juniors. And Swedish juniors are normally very good curlers, so I'd say he's doing a pretty good job. And he's doing a good job so far in this tournament.
Tycker du den här känns bättre? Ja. Eller den här. Jag vill inte ner där och lägga ut fall åt dem. Ja, så den där ligger så pass bra för den är hitanför också.
Spelar den där? Ja.
Ja.
Fast det har vi ju inte om vi garderar här.
Ja, vi spelar den här då. Jag uppfattar det full lätt på den här sidan.
Ja.
So if it wasn't clear, that was a timeout call by Sweden. You have one timeout per game, plus another timeout if the game goes to an extra end. And you'll get 1 minute to talk with your coach.
Camilla gonna put up a guard here.
Hålla igång!
Ja, håll igång. Bara stanna. Bara stanna. Ja, det är okej. Det finns ju den här draget hit då, men...
Would have liked that one to hang a little bit wider. But the Swedes thinking that it's still an okay result. So at least makes the draw a little bit more difficult.
Either or, doesn't matter. All right.
You can tap it a foot. That.
Well, we can try. It's
Yeah.
overburied, hey? But we might get a little movement here.
So if Dean Hickey could come around with the intern here and tap the Swedish shot stone back. With all of those guards, it might be difficult for Sweden to get in the house.
Weight's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh no.
Maybe not get in the house, but get in for
Probably
shot
7,
position.
7.
Just clips the first yellow.
I hate curling. Why does this get fun, guys?
Some frustration now from
That's
Dean
more
Hickey.
than any draw we've thrown at.
Oh, God.
Is it like that sometimes though, Sarah?
Yes.
Skulle han ligga kvar lite
Sometimes
så att
you'll
du
just
lägger den
have
här
a
i
day
klykan,
where-
är helt okej.
You know, you try and you try and you try and you still just... It's just not happening, and I think Dean is having one of those days.
I feel like that sometimes when I'm out practicing, and if just nothing's working for me, I'm just getting upset. I just quit. But
Quarter final of a world championship, you can't
Exactly.
just quit.
Can't just quit. You just have to find some way to battle it.
So you think maybe when you have a bad practice, you should stick at it to work on your mental ability of getting back in the game?
Yeah, I've had that thought, but I like to just enjoy
You
it.
just don't want to.
No, I'd like to enjoy it.
Långa Dan.
Ja, jag tror jag behöver.
Ja. Nej, stanna, stanna, stanna. Stanna, stanna. Ja, bra Camilla.
So, yeah, good shot there. Like
Bra
Camilla.
att du fick in en
That's
decimal.
left a
Då
double,
slår
but
den
that's
snett
not,
från där.
not really going to help Canada. Remind us. Actually, there's no double on. There's a high guard up there. We can't really see the picture.
Because he's got bang bang, hey?
Yeah.
I don't see anything else. Like, I think if you slam this, goes through the hole. I don't think we can get a good enough angle to chisel the one away, so. And he's got a free draw for two or a hit for something else.
So
This isn't doing much.
freeze on that?
That's bouncing up here. Right there's about as good as you can do. I don't even know if we can get shot rock out of it. I guess we go side by side. Maybe. The way this one finished,
Yeah.
we
Oh,
should
it
get
should
some
be
I
movement
think
out
with
of it, hey?
just
it's
some
not my good
really
sneaker
big
side
curl,
now,
you
so
could
I should be able to hold
tap
it a
that
little.
yellow in. The top 8 foot.
Can we tap the
Is it
yellow?
possible to find the nose?
I don't think so. How
It's
much you got?
difficult.
Probably not enough. You got to throw a weight to chisel it too, right? Like we're going into the 6. It might spin here, but he's got to drop for 3.
Okay.
I think this is all we got, Channy. I don't know.
I think I agree with Dean Hickey here. You might play the top on the yellow, but I think you have to take off that top red. And it might be enough for a second shot. I think it's difficult to get shots down here. So Chantal Eberle is just drawing to line second. That's not really what you like to do here. You're 4 shots down. And you're gonna allow your opponent to score at least one, no matter what. Last stone for Canada. Really needs to
It's
be in the
really
top of the
curly.
forfeit.
Ah, we're heavy.
Yep.
We're heavy, Channy.
So tight and heavy here. Not really a good combination. They're going to click off the top yellow.
Okay.
Slide to the back of the, to the side of the 8 foot. And as it now, Sweden line 3 drawing for 4.
Okay.
Yes. That's all I can say, really.
So
I think we're done here.
this could be the end of the game, really. Parnodien looking for a draw to the forfeit to score 4. That would make the scoreline 9 shots to 1 after 6 end. Only 2 ends to go as we were playing an 8 end game. Parnodien taking his time here. Wants to put the nail in the coffin here. Last stone of the 6th.
Bra linje. Bra linje.
Apparently line is good. That's what Camilla is saying.
And sweeping it for weight. Needs to get into the forfeit. And I don't think that's a missed shot that's going to keep Parnodien up all night. But it's only going to be 3 for Sweden. We're going to lead the game 8 shots to 1 after 5 ends. Oh, sorry, after 6 ends.
Can't run you guys out of time.
Yeah, and on the other sheets, Austria still leading Scotland, but Scotland got 2 back in the 6th end, so the score there is 7-4. Switzerland leading Estonia 7 shots to 2.
We're going forward. We're going hard for 4.
And between USA and China, score was 7 shots to 1 after 5. And just waiting on the umpires to put the scores up there. So China did get 1 in the 6th end. So score is 7 shots to 2 for USA.
So I do believe if Sweden was scoring 4 there, Canada might just shake hands and call it a day. But just maybe feeling that you know, you're out there, you're warmed up. It's only 9 o'clock in the morning here, and what else are you gonna do if you shake hands? Might as well go for it.
Exactly.
Kom igen nu. Nej, härligt Per.
Thanks.
Bra.
Ja, bra.
Okay, your line's a bit snug, but you're going to be good.
And
Yeah.
once
Yeah,
again,
you gotta go.
you see Per just locking that freeze on.
How important do you think that shot is for? How important is that shot for Sweden, do you think?
It's a really big weapon, especially
With the run-ins. Don't go half around it.
when you've got a player on the other team that's
Oh,
struggling,
that's a tough
because it
run-in
means
now.
that you actually get 2 shots to set yourself up, and Sweden definitely are using them.
It's not a good start for Canada.
In på vitt är bra.
Vad sa du?
In på vitt är bra.
Ja.
So looking for the 8-foot here,
Gärna på linjen.
Ja.
top 8-foot that is.
Hur lång är den?
Den är
Ja.
nästan 10.
Ja.
Nästan 10.
Rent. Var rent.
10.
Jättebra Camilla.
Finds the T-line instead, gets a little tap, sits frozen on their own.
Fan, det börjar varmt.
Ja.
Yeah, Sweden continuing to play really good. And how many points do you think Canada needs to score here to keep it going for an end more?
Well, we did see Denmark yesterday in the tiebreaker score 4 in the last end to win, so
Yeah, wait, it's not.
say that they
Actually, it's not bad.
need to get at least 4 here.
Yeah.
Definitely it's looking a little bit difficult at the moment.
It's a good shot though by Dean Hickey. But Sweden's going to guard this up, I think, now.
Tycker du inte det?
Ja. Ja.
I think it looks pretty safe to throw the guard.
Yeah, Canada needs at least 3. Would like to have 4 to keep the game alive. If they're going to start running in guards now, I think they are going to struggle.
Alltså, frysning på när hockeij.
Ja, vi
Jättemycket
kan nog vara
curl.
den farten.
Jättemycket curl.
Ja.
Var med då. Ingenting.
Lite,
Ja,
lite kortare,
Ja.
kortare.
så långt det går. Jag tar nu Anna, kom igen. Det är bra.
Gonna bring it into
Det
the
är
house.
bästa garden ända dit alltså.
It sits frozen on, and that is a really good result there. Canada really needs to pull some magic out here.
Well, we jiggle them, I guess.
You want to play it maybe a little softer? But like bumper?
For that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on sheet B, it's handshakes. Switzerland beat Estonia to advance into the semi-finals.
Weight's pretty good.
Whoa, whoa.
This is doing nothing, I bet, hey? I'm shocked.
I mean, come on.
Absolutely nothing. Okay? Unreal.
And some big frustration now from the Canadian team.
Vad ska vi göra? Skjuta bort den där?
Det kan ju tänkas att man får någon testa sig själva.
Ja, men de kommer ju chansa på den här nu då.
Ska vi försöka spela en utsida träff då? På den.
De spelar så här.
Den.
Ja.
Sweden thinking that they're lying so good at the moment. They don't really know what to do with this, with their stone, and thinking that maybe Canada can find something in off of this yellow, so it's going to make a play on it themselves.
Yeah.
Why not? I think Sweden's looking quite good as well, so certainly looks like the only option for Canada.
So they're actually going to try and find the outside of that yellow and draw out themselves.
Ja! Nej! Nej, gå själv. Så på om det går någonting på den.
Well, it's going to make it a bit worse for him. It's going to be a bit higher up.
Kanske då, men gör en vicken in där och rör om bägge två.
Yeah.
Per was saying that maybe that was a coward shot, but
Well, we haven't thrown much out here. Am I throwing this hard?
that's an interesting
I
laugh.
think so.
So I think-
Like normal up kind of thing or what?
Sure.
All right.
So Dean Hickey maybe looking for revenge on Glenn Howard after that ricochet double to lose that Briar game back in 2009.
Well, he's seen it live, so he's visualized it, so maybe he can just pull it out here.
Yeah, I get. Try to make a good one himself here.
No.
Gotta be fairly close, no? Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
So close by Dean Hickey.
You
Just to
have
curl
gotta
half
be
an inch
kidding me.
more.
So he instead gets rid of the yellow backing that was their second shot, so
That
Sweden
is
now sitting two
absolutely
instead.
unreal.
Yeah. Unlucky there, Dean Hickey can at least make that hero shot. So not finding too many positives here, Canada, in this quarter-final of the World Mixed Doubles Championship. Pärnoren just looking to remove the back yellow.
Det är bra Per.
And I wonder what Canada's going to do here.
Air, because it curls a little bit.
They're going to throw
How's that look, Shan?
some big weight at that yellow.
Pretty close?
Just hope
Probably
that
gonna get a bit
both
of
of the
bark out
reds
hey?
move. Last stone of the seventh end. Can Canada find their way into scoring another point in this game?
I think you touched even that yellow there.
Good luck, eh?
Sweden pick up steal of 2 in the 7th end, and that's going to be it for this game. Sweden came out with a really good game. Canada struggled, and Sweden's going to win 10 shots to 1. And did you expect such a landslide win for Sweden? Oh.
No, I didn't. I knew that after watching Pat and Camilla yesterday that they had found their form, but this is really huge. And on the other sheets, I told you that Switzerland saw off Estonia. Final score there was 10 shots to 2. And Austria just beat Scotland 11 shots to 4. And on sheet A, Brady Clark from USA is playing his final shot. China lying 2 at the moment. He's going to draw for 1. They are leading the game 7 shots to 2. So if you want to keep yourself updated on the other games out here today, you can always check out wmdcc2012.curlingevents.com as Brady Clark puts his last one on the button, and it's handshakes. USA advance into the semi-finals, and of course we will be showing them live, so tune in again at 12 o'clock local time in Ezurum for semi-finals. Thank you for watching. See you later.